Hi there, and welcome to this timeless message meant to find you when it does, and trust that there's something here that you need to speak about today. And I hope you can hear me. The wind just picked up as we're starting the video. I hope everyone is doing well. We're going to get right into your message today. You have the minar, the tower, come up. Some sort of breaking of foundation, something that you'd know to be your normal, suddenly being just completely dispersing, and you don't know what is up, what is down. You just feel like you're free falling. That is kind of the energy of the tower, with the Three of Swords in reverse here and the Malika of Cups. Oh my, I'm actually getting a very positive message with these three cards came out at the same time. Look, the Three of Swords is the card of heartbreak. It came out in reverse though, with the Queen of the Emotions, the Queen of Cups. So someone who has been victorious, someone who has mastered the emotions, who has become a truly nurturing, caring human being towards self and towards others, who knows how to work with the ebbs and the flows of life, which come in form of emotion. And with the Three of Swords, this could be speaking of a particular pain point in your heart. So some sort of a wound, some sort of a trauma, some sort of an experience or even specific relationship that you went through that left you with a heart bleeding in a lot of pain and having to rebuild in a lot of ways. That makes sense that then the tower came up, right? Now, I want to get an elaboration on the tower, because for me, with these three cards coming out, I am getting the idea of someone maybe having, gotten to a place now where they have finalized some sort of a growth that happened in regards to pain. Rather than it being an imminent situation of breaking apart of something. It could be, right? It could be that stuff is breaking apart and your life foundations are cracking because you have come to this conclusion of the Queen of Cups. You have taken on the role of the mother to yourself and those around you from a very balanced place, right? With the ebb and the flow that we were talking about. So, the Tower. Can we get an elaboration? What is the Tower about that came out today? What is the Tower about? The Son of Cups in reverse. Now, the Son of Cups is the Knight of Cups. This is someone who is trying to get to the Queen, the card right before it. While the Queen has already gotten to a place of mastery, right? She's already gotten to the highest form of what she can achieve. The Son of Cups is not there yet. They're still learning. And the Cups, from out of all the Knights, this is the second slowest card. So it's a slow progress, but steady, right? Faster than it would be just in the material when it comes to emotions coming in. Emotions run faster than the material does. Maybe emotions ran away from you in a way. The card came out in reverse though. And it's getting very murky. I'm feeling like it is a very murky explanation. So I'm going to get you one more. Okay. Not just one more. Oh my lordies. Okay. Now that is an elaboration. You got three cards. You got beautiful cards. The Ace of Swords, a new beginning in the mind. And now it's probably getting quite loud and I'm very sorry, my dear. The Ace of Coins, so a new beginning in the material as well, and the Ten of Coins, a completion of something in the material. So what I'm getting is more towards there was some sort of a tower moment in your life, and you had to learn, you had to grow from it, you had to rebuild from it. And this rebuilding has now gotten to a place of completion. There's something coming back to you, and you might not still see it, because the Knight is not there completely. He's already on the way, but he's not there yet. Remember this Knight that came out in reverse. But I do think we have two new beginnings here. There's a new beginning of the mind, a new beginning of the material. For some of you, there might be some sort of a move coming up, maybe a new job opportunity. In general, you might be meeting new people right now as well. The Swords, the mind, there's a lot of community and social stuff that comes with it. The Ten of Coins is as well, as you see here, a very social card. This is some sort of a celebration that people are doing. Okay, right. So this is beautiful. What else do we need to speak about when it comes to the reading today? The Shah of Swords. And I'm feeling called to actually turn him upright, because he did come out looking like he was upside down. But I do think this is a matter of you choosing to see it as upright. What do I mean with that? The King of Swords is the master of the mind. Remember, we were talking about the mind. And here, this card came out in reverse, indicating maybe someone who has not mastered the mind, who might believe themselves to have done so. But what I'm getting is more of a, not a trust in the mind, a lack of trust in the mind that easily can be switched up by you choosing to trust, by you choosing to see yourself as a master of decisions and a master of the mind. The King of Swords has to make decisions, and he will not stall, because he needs to, so he can move on. So there might be, I'm really getting, there might be a lot of things, a lot of changes happening right now in your life. If that's the case, I can most definitely relate, my dears. And in regards to that, I'm going to try my absolute best to make as many videos for you as I can. But I am going to start to be in a phase of my life where that might be a bit more difficult for me to do. There might be a bit less time and a bit less energy from my end to be able to do this kind of work. But my dears, do not fright. I will always be here. It just, as you might have been noticing, it's become a little bit less, and I'm trying to still keep it up, but bear with me and understand that that's kind of what's happening for me. If you ever are called to do a personal reading, so you're feeling you need a reading and I haven't been posting, you can always find my contact for that in the description, my dears. Okay, but we're gonna see. Oh my gosh, regeneration. Yeah. I am getting the same imagery again. This pain point that we had in the beginning, the Three of Swords with the Tower, and the Malika of Cups, the Queen, who has mastered some sort of an emotional breakdown, right? The Tower shows us that in the Three of Swords, a lot of pain. And now regenerating, regrowth. Like something was either burned or destroyed or broken off, and you thought it was dead, and it was not dead, but the pain point, that scar point of the organism, just healed up, and now it regrew, and it's starting to regrow, and you're seeing regeneration. You're seeing a lot of power come in with the fire element here as well. Alchemizing, I'm getting with this instrument here. And you have Aries as well, another sign for fire, another sign for you maybe focusing a bit more on how you are perceived by people, because Aries is very much about the external and engaging with the external, maybe a bit of a lack of internalizing or thinking of things. Let me put it this way. Alrighty, but this is only a confirmation here. I'm seeing a lot of potential that you had, that you used in a proper way, and now you're seeing, the fruits of your labors come in. And you have another plant similarly looking to our tarragon, because that was in regeneration card. Here you have the rosemary coming up with memory. So any memories that you might have in regards to rosemary specifically could be coming up. You have the North Node here as well, a sign of your fortune, and specifically when it comes to karma and this understanding of, we move through life and we get to the next point in life through that which we learn in our existence. So we come into the world, we go through the challenges, we go through lessons, and depending on how we do, right, the next stage then will be prepared for us. And the North Node in astrology specifically, the nodes are kind of telling you, or meant to tell you, this is what people say, where you come from in regards to your karma and where you are heading. So the trajectory kind of what this lifespan of yours holds when it comes to your lessons. The South Node, you can check, by the way, you can do all of this online and check up your natal chart. Sorry if it's getting a bit loud, my little boy decided to walk up right behind the camera. But you can check this online. And the South Node is where you are coming from. This is also related to your home life and to your original family, like family of origin. And then your North Node, which is exactly on the opposite side, 180 degrees, is going to be where your karma is heading. Now, and the memory here, you see, the karma is a matter of memory, whether you remember or not. But it is, memory is a saving of some sort of an achievement, some sort of a progress, so you can continue to build on that which you have made. And that is what memory is. Without memory, you wouldn't be completely lost in your day-to-day. If you wouldn't remember why you are where you are right now, why you're talking to someone, why you're writing something down, having short-term memory loss is also something that is coming up now in this conversation. It might be of relevance to some of you. But short-term memory loss or general memory loss is extremely debilitating. So integrating that which you have experienced, the memories that you have, allows you to become more whole in your understanding of yourself. You gain more perspective because you're looking at yourself from different angles, trying to integrate everything that you at least have access to, And then there comes these layers that you inherently then also kind of have access to, which are the subconscious ones. And now we're going to speak a little bit on Jung and this understanding that whatever we as individual beings go through, he believed there to be a collective subconscious which is underlying to all of our experience. And that which we experience and our existence is not only built and molded by how we see the world, but there is this collectiveness in which collectively we are unfolding our future, right? The karma of the whole planet is in our hands, That's kind of the understanding. And the stuff that goes on in our own subconscious is influenced by that which is subconsciously understood within the collective, which is influenced by the archetypes, which is a whole different topic if you ever want to look into that. I'm sure Jung would be a big fan of the tarot if he if he engaged with it. I don't think there's any actual evidence of him doing so, but I'm sure he did. Alrighty, my dear. So, to kind of summarize what I'm getting to here, this is a matter of learning lessons so you can grow. Not just on your individual level within your own life, but this is a matter of collectively us growing and evolving and moving towards integrating everything that we learn, using our memory and growing there where sometimes things get cut off and hurt and destroyed, still growing from it, regenerating through it. Okay, so we're going to finish your reading though, my dear, for the day. I hope you enjoyed. I wish everyone to be having a lovely summer, if that is where you are at. If not the summer, I will hope you're having a good winter as well. Okay, my dear, your last message here is the Justice card. A lovely card to be ending on. Things balancing out. And I'm getting that, my dear. I'm getting that. Whatever injustice or whatever difficulties you have been going through for a long time coming, it feels like, or it's been a long time coming, let me put it this way, that there is some sort of a retribution, some sort of an evening out of scales, of things coming in for the sake of it being taken away in the first place, for example, or things being taken away now because they were given to you in the first place and maybe not utilized in the right way. But the balancing of something has been overindulging, overly charged, overly used, and now we need to kind of even it out. And I think this is a collective thing that we are all experiencing, finding more balance. Now I see how the Malika of Cups was there in the beginning and why, right? The queen of the ebb and the flow of balance. Okay, my dear, so continue working on your balance, and I wish you a lovely rest of your day. If you need any more, you know where to find me, and I hopefully see you very soon. Bye-bye.